And today, we're cooking
one thing at a time. Makes life easier to run and keep the pattern.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's super exciting episode of Carefree Cooking. Super exciting this week. Now, last week we did how to make homemade pot noodle. Now the problem was, we did 4 and we did it really quickly. It was a bit chaotic. And so we ended up with messages all over the world that are coming to us from China, Mexico City. No, they weren't. I've got a couple of mates who phoned up and said, I said, it's all right, Harvey, but it's a bit chaotic. So what we'll try and do, we'll try and slow it down and we'll just make one this week. One pot noodle. Now, first of all, look at those pots. These are proper kilner jars. I bought them by accident on the internet, but they're lovely, kilner jars. They come from Liverpool. The company comes from Liverpool. Proper kilner jars. I bought some other ones like this and they don't quite have it. Right, so what we're going to do, you've seen all the ingredients last week, but you can see them as we go along. So this is an instant pot noodle that you can make it at home at your leisure, stick it in the fridge, right? And then take it out of the fridge, go to work, or go wherever you're doing, bank robbery, whatever you happen to be doing at the weekend, and then boiling water on it, and you'll have a delicious and nutritious instant meal. You see? Right, so, well, first of all, these are orgasmic, there you go, they're orgasmic noodles. These ones. Lee from Rochdale. Holly, you came from Rochdale. Yes, you did, darling. You came from a little terrace house called Rothwell Street. Lovely, kind people they were. There you go. Right. Okay, now, right, where are we? Okay, right, so noodles in first. So these noodles have been cooked, bunged in the fridge, popped over a load of mellow yellow so they did stick together, and then we're going to put those in our jar. So there's a lot to go in, so we'll try not to put too much in. I know it's a noodle basically, so there we are. Let's try and be a bit delicate. So there we go. Oh yes, well done, Pat. That's a good idea. So you see that? Now, what we'll do, let's try and get some different colours. So we'll do that. Let's try and get the peas in. That's a different colour. So do a layer of peas. Right. There we go. Then we'll put some of these in. These are spring onions. No, they're not. What are they called? Bean sprouts. And then we'll put some red stuff in there. Look, bit of red. And then we'll put a bit of yellow. These are sweet corn. A bit of yellow. Oh, that's it. I've done it twice now. And finally, on the top, we'll put the chicken. We'll put the chicken on the top like that. That looks lovely. And then on there, can you see that? All right. Oh, there you are, mate. Can you? Hello. Right. And then, hello, darling. Right. And then this is right. So chicken stock on there. Very good. Now, this is my favourite curry powder. I know there's lots of different ones you get, but it's my favourite one. It's a good all-rounder. So we're going to put that in there, but you use whatever is your favourite curry powder. We're going to put that, and I like this stuff, so put that in there like that. And then to give it a bit, make it a bit more exotic, we've got some dried onions, some dried garlic, oh that's quite a lot of that, and some turmeric to give that lovely yellow, lovely, oh that lovely that is, and some chilli, give it a bit of a kick. There we go. And then we'll put a bit of soy sauce on there, a bit of soy sauce. Do you think we'll have room for the red onion on the top? I think we will, you know. There we go, red onion on the top. And then finally, just to give it a bit of super deluxe, make it deluxe, a nubber butter. And then, hang on, a bit of salt, sea salt, and some pepper. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And then you close it up. Right, close it up. Whack it in the fridge. Oh, hang on, everybody. Just a minute. Fresh coriander. Let's see if we can get the fresh coriander on the top. Just a minute. Fresh coriander. Look at that. Fresh coriander on the top. Then, okay, so fresh coriander on the top. And then we can close it up like that. You can close it up. Now, if you're going to have the family, you can ask them all what they want individually. That's quite a big jar, actually. But anyway, and then you put them in the fridge, bring them all out, and then boiling water, and off you go. Right, so bung that. Now, what we're going to do, we'll put that on there. That's going to boil. While that's boiling, no it won't. What we'll do, let's do right, this week's joke via satellite communication. If that boils, we'll bung it on there. This week's joke via satellite communication, okay? So, this week, that is a kind of a Chinese Chinese curry pot noodle. So this week's joke, right? So, right. There we are. 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 Right. So, bung that there. Now, careful, Lolly. Now you put that on there, and then can you see that? I'm going to pour that all on there. Look, can you see that, Pat? Can you see that? All sort of going down. Right. There we are. Now. We'll put that on there like that now, and we'll let that all that. Oh, that smells really good. The coriander and the curry's all coming through. We'll let that steep, as they say. We'll let that steep. Okay, but let that steep. So I'll just bring it up there. Right, so this week's joke via satellite communication. This week's joke. Now, China, you see, Chinese curry. Right, so China. No, let's put it there. Make it look pretty in front. Right, Chinese in a classroom. And there was young Johnny and young Elizabeth sitting next to each other. History, you see. Anyway, anyway, the next day, they were sitting next to each other. And the next day, the form class said, look, he said, I'm just going through this work here, he says. And I have a sneaking suspicious, young Johnny, my boy, that you've been copying all of Elizabeth's work. That's an outrageous suggestion, he says. That's outrageous. Have you got a lawyer? He goes, that's outrageous. He said, all right then. He says, the teacher. China. The question was, who was the first communist leader of China? And what did you write? Elizabeth wrote Mao Se2. Yes. And what did you write? Mao Se2. That's well, everyone knows that. The whole world knows that. All right then, he says. Where is the capital city of China? Elizabeth wrote Beijing. What did you write? I wrote Beijing. That's no evidence. You've got nothing to lock me away. He says. All right then. He says. Who is the current current president of China? Elizabeth wrote, I'm sorry, I don't know. And what did you write? I don't know either. Right. Bang to rights. Now, should we clear this up or should we give it a quick go now? Here we go, can you all see all right? We'll give it a quick go now, okay? This is real time, you know. Right, so here we are. Now, this, mind you, I'll tell you what. This is a big pot noodle. You know what this reminds me of? You know those things, those ice creams you used to get as a kid? Knickerbocker Glories? Don't know where the bleeding start. Right, well, let's give it a go. Right, here we go. I'll tell you everybody. The original pot noodle is a fantastic product. We all love it. But this is a pot noodle deluxe. A deluxe pot noodle. Right. Thank you all very much. We're going for a walk now. Thank you all very much. And we look forward... We've done everything, haven't we? Yeah. Thank you all very much. And we look forward to seeing you all next week at the same time. Cheerio. Bye.
One thing at a time. How frogs make out in summertime and keep the day. Right for the frog.